Anna Holmes, welcome.
Big Tapper.
Good to have you here. I've known you for a long time. It's great to see you so successful. This book is a great read.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
How did you decide what to include in here?
It was a lot of free association and just brainstorming. Myself and the writers, we went back and forth with different lists, alphabetized lists of things, people, ideas, pop culture products. We cross-referenced stuff. I read the dictionary at one point, not like the Oxford English Dictionary, but still probably about a 2,000-page dictionary, just to make sure I hadn't missed anything. And we definitely missed stuff, so it wasn't perfect.
What did you miss?
People like Susan Brown Miller or Althea Gibson. The movie She's Gotta Have It. Just on the way here on the train, I was thinking about Spike Lee because I saw a guy who looked like Spike Lee, and I thought, oh my God, we didn't put in She's Gotta Have It, which is his first film and a pretty famous one with regards to its depiction of women and sexuality. So there's a list of at least 100 things that we have on file that we missed.
Well, all the more reason to do the Book of Jezebel too. So one of the terms in the book is cover lies. And it says magazine editor misrepresentations often found on the covers of women's service and fashion titles in order to sensationalize mediocre content, appeal to women's insecurities, and sell out copies. Explain what you mean by that.
Women's magazines in particular tend to have a way of fudging the truth on a cover in order to have it fly off the newsstand. They had, at least historically, stuck to a formula that worked. And that I found to be a bit patronizing and exhausting, both as a consumer of magazines, but also as an editorial staffer at them. And so when we started the site, we thought we would give them the old critique. In terms of the sorts of fabrications or fibs that one finds in women's magazines, the cover lies are not the worst offenders. Sometimes it's what's inside the magazine. A lot of women's magazines, or media in general, was selling us a phony bill of goods, especially women, who I think are under more pressure than men are to look a certain way, to behave a certain way, to buy certain things. That's not to say that men aren't under those pressures, but I think that women feel it a lot more and are marketed to more in that respect.
You've said in the past that Jezebel.com was founded as a reaction to a lack of quality content for women in magazines and online. That was 6 years ago. Are things changing? I
do see things changing. You now see Cosmo, which was a worst offender, at least in our eyes, in terms of the ridiculousness and the kind of condescending nature of the content that they published. Has a new editor, Joanna Coles, who was at Marie Claire, and she is kind of turning a corner with the magazine, which is to say they're not doing as many 100 sexy sex tips or how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days sorts of stories. So I'm seeing a bit of a change in women's magazines, but you're also, I think, seeing more women's websites online. I think that Jezebel helped inspire any number of young entrepreneurs and editors and writers to start their own websites, many of which are very popular and very successful.
The Book of Jezebel. Anna Holmes, thank you. We wish you every success with the book.
Thanks so much.